Hey everyone, Jim from BAK Inc. here. Just wanted to address one of the other frequently asked questions we get regarding the new BAK LiiOn battery-powered hand welder. The question we're going to answer in this short video is going to be how long does it need to charge? So to address that question, first we want to give a couple disclaimers. One, you should never run your battery completely dead. With this battery, it is a lithium-ion battery. Lithium-ion batteries, you want to maintain some charge to it. In this case, we want to maintain at least a couple percentage points because we do have an internal computer inside the battery that controls communication between the hand tool and the battery. It also constantly calculates as far as battery life, how much battery life you have left. So we never want to run this battery completely dead. So that's the first and foremost thing we want to address. Second, we talk about charging the battery. We're typically not going to be charging the battery from having a almost drained capacity on the battery. We're going to usually have some type of battery left, and that may be 10, 20, 30% left on the battery. It may be more depending on how much of a repair and how much welding you had to do on the service call that you just finished up. So when it comes to charging, we're not going to be starting as low as we think, and so we're never really going to take the full amount of time to charge. Now, if we start, let's say, with 10% battery life, and we're between the temperatures of 32 and 105 degrees, then we're looking at a charge time somewhere around 2 hours as far as what we can expect. With that, again, how much battery life we have left is going to obviously dictate how long it's going to take to recharge it. But in this case, as long as we're between those temperatures, 32 and 105 degrees, we should be looking somewhere around 2 hours for a full recharge. In the instance that we're outside of those temperature ranges, one, it's dangerous to operate the battery or have the battery stored at those temperatures, but also then two is that our charging time is going to increase significantly. So if we're below 32 degrees, for example, it may take up to 8 hours to charge the battery to be fully charged. So we just want to make sure we address, okay, what temperature are we storing the battery at? What temperature are we trying to recharge the battery at? And then that way we can also address how long it's going to take to charge. The question we also get that kind of goes along with this is how many times can I recharge this battery? So this battery has an expected life of 3,000 charge cycles before we see any degradation of the charge and of the life of the battery. So what you'll see is over time, typically batteries, that have to store power will eventually start to have a lesser battery life. This battery should not be affected until you get after that 3,000 charging cycles. So you may, depending on how often you do service calls and how many times you charge it during the day, you may get a year to 2 years before you have to even think about replacing the battery pack. So it's definitely going to give you your return on investment as far as doing those service calls, doing those repair jobs, whatever other needs you find that you can use this tool for. So with that answers the question in this video of how long does it need to charge.